Hi there, how's it going? So in the last video we were able to configure Hadoop and call our name node, as you can see here. So in this video we are going to start Hive installation. So the first thing you do is go into the OPT folder where you install all the software, right? So if we click on this folder, go to OPT. So what we want to do is basically download Hive here. So let's use our CLI to do that. So let's cd into OPT directory, and we can see the list of our softwares. So we use this command to basically download Hive. So if you copy this, so we say sudo wget, then the directory. So it's just going to download Hive from that site. So if let's say ls, okay, you can see the Hive is now downloaded into that directory. So if you go to the folder, this is the Hive. So what we need to do now is extract this file, and to do that we need to basically say use tar command, then extract vf, then copy this because this is the file you want to extract, right? So you copy it and paste it here. So that is going to extract Hive in that directory. So the next thing we do is, okay, let me open the folder so you will see. So you can see Hive has been extracted here, right? This one. So the next thing we do is basically rename that folder. So to rename that folder, we sudo mv, let me say ls first. So sudo mv, then this is the one we want to rename, copy, paste, then rename it to Hive. So let's say ls now. So you can see we now have Hive for that in that directory. So this is Hive. Now we've got Hive software there. So the next thing we need to do is configure our Hive. So the first thing we do is basically add Hive home and Hive path to the bash profile. So this is the step here. So first thing you do is open the bash profile. So sudo use gedit, then .bash profile. So that should open the bash profile for us. Let's add Hive home. So you can just copy everything here, right? Just copy and paste it here. So this is Hive home. So it's pointing to the Hive directory, right, which is basically inside the OPT directory. So just make sure you get your path right. So the next thing is you save it, right, and then close. So what you do next is basically source the bash profile. Source, then bash profile. Okay, so the next thing you need to do is to check if the Hive is properly set up. So you need to use Hive version command. So you can see our Hive version is 2.3.5. So now we've set up Hive, but we haven't properly configured it. So that is what we need to do. To do that, we need to first of all start our Hadoop, because we need to create a Hive warehouse within Hadoop directory. So use startall.sh or startdfs.sh to start your Hadoop. So enter your password. Okay, so the Hadoop has started. We can check by typing GPS. So we've got our all the Hadoop daemons. So the next thing is basically to create a warehouse within Hive. So I already created a warehouse, but I will just show you how it's done. So type Hadoop fs, then make directory, then the P stand for basically, if you're going to create subdirectories, you need to use -p. So that is what is going to help you create these subdirectories. Like you first create user directory, then Hive directory, then lastly warehouse directory. So I already created it. So what you need to do to this directory is basically give it a write access. So you give it the right access to the group. So that's what this G plus W means. So if you type Hadoop fs, so change mode group plus write access. So giving a write access to group, then the directory user Hive, then warehouse. Change mode, oh yeah, chmod. Yeah, so we need to basically configure our Hive. So to do that, we need to go into the Hive folder, the conf folder inside the Hive directory. So if you go into the opt, which is basically where we installed our Hive, and go into conf folder, it's taking time. So in your case, if you haven't done the configuration yet, it's going to have hiveinf.template.sa. So what you need to do is basically rename the hiveinf.templates.sa to hiveinf.sa. So rename it to this one, right? So that is what you need to do. So basically you need to open this folder, right? So you can use gedit to open it, so like this command here. So follow this instruction here. So you need to unconnect the Hadoop home, which is basically this one, and set Hadoop directory. In my case, my Hadoop directory is located inside the home, then the user, then opt, then the Hadoop folder. Then the next thing you need to do is basically the Hadoop heap size, uncomment it. This is the default heap size I've got, so I just left it like that. And then the third thing is the Hive conf directory, so uncomment it as well. And make sure that the path you're giving is basically the path to your Hive conf directory, which is basically the path here, the Hive conf. So those are the things you need to do. Then save the file and then close it. So what you need to do next is basically create Hive site.xml, which is basically this one. That is the step here. Hive site.xml, right? Create in the first when you first open the conf directory, you may not have Hive site.xml file, so you need to create that file. And so create the file, open it, and copy everything here, this XML content here, copy everything and paste it inside that folder, inside that file. So everything will look like this. So this is basically creating Metastore folder inside the Hive directory if it doesn't exist. And then so this is basically some configuration that you need to copy from here and paste it here, then save it, and then the next thing you need to do, okay, save it, then close. So go to your terminal. The next thing you need to do is basically so this next step here, which is step number 12, is not necessary, but you can do it. So if you go into your Hive folder, cd opt then Hive, and then you can see, if you go into lab folder, right, cd lab, then ls. So you can rename this one, this log4j slf4j impl blah blah blah. So you can rename it to this one. Instead of .jar, add .bak in front of it. So that is what you need to do there, but it's not really necessary. So after that, you want to create a schema, and the database type will be Debbie. So let's go back. So let's go back one step, stay inside the so if I copy this one, right, copy, paste. So this is already done. Just redoing it again. It's already done. So so the next thing you need to do is basically to start your Hive. To start your Hive, first you need to start the Hive Metastore server. So to start Hive Metastore server, just say Hive. You can start it anywhere. You can even go to the home directory. So Hive the service Metastore. So that should start the Hive Metastore. So open another terminal. So open a new terminal, right? We want to start Hive. So just type Hive. So now you've got Hive shell. So you can start using Hive, creating database, public database, private database, storing data in your Hive warehouse, and so on. So let's try to get a folder here. So Hadoop fs ls. Okay, now you can see our Hadoop folder. So you can go into the user directory, then the warehouse directory, then so you can start working with Hive within the Hive shell. So that is it for this video, guys. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to hit the like button, the subscribe button, and leave a comment. Have a lovely day, and goodbye.